What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing a Chris Paul Los Angeles Lakers rebuild, since that is a rumor that the Lakers apparently want to either grab Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul this offseason. I already did a Russell Westbrook Lakers rebuild like 2 weeks ago, so if you guys want to check out the Russell Westbrook one, it'll definitely be, I'll probably put a link to it in the description. But today, since the Suns just lost NBA Finals and we're not sure what Chris Paul's future is exactly going to look like, I thought we could do a Chris Paul Los Angeles Lakers rebuild today. But in this scenario, obviously, you'd have to do a sign and trade because the Lakers can't just sign Chris Paul outright unless Chris Paul took a major pay cut, and I don't think he's going to do that. So basically, the Suns and the Lakers execute a sign and trade where the Suns get some win now pieces and the Lakers obviously get Chris Paul. You guys will see the trade in the video. But other than that, guys, hope you enjoy this one. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll explain my reasoning and all that also in the rebuild. But other than that, guys, go ahead and enjoy this Chris Paul Los Angeles Lakers rebuild, guys. We all know the Los Angeles Lakers are going to be looking for a third star next to LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And Lakers are always connected to stars, as we know. No matter what, even if they don't have any assets, they are always attached to stars. So, looking at this roster now, you have LeBron James, AD, Chris Paul, Kyle Kuzma, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So basically what I did is in the transaction report, so you're going to see the Knicks, getting Chris Paul. They signed Chris Paul from the Suns, which I didn't want that to happen, so I had to force Chris Paul back to Phoenix so I could make the trade. So basically, in this situation, Montrezl Harrell actually ends up accepting his player option. So then you got Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, Giannis Juzang, Marcus Gasol over the Suns for Chris Paul. So basically, the Suns, out to make it to the NBA Finals, Devin Booker is not going to want to just sit around and not make the playoffs again, right? So basically, the Suns are not in a position where they want to rebuild, but they also have a lot of good pieces. So if they added Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell, which Montrezl Harrell would be a good six-man for them, and then Dennis Schroeder, whether you want to start him or whatever it may be, he is not a bad backup. He's not a bad point guard option to replace Chris Paul, especially if you get the Oklahoma City Thunder Dennis Schroeder version. If you got the Lakers one, well, then that could be a little inconsistent at times. But I feel like if Dennis Schroeder kind of got out of the spotlight of LA, he'd probably play better. And of course, they get a young piece in Giannis Juzang, who the Lakers drafted. So, and then Marcus Gasol was just there for salary reasons. So, I don't know if this would happen in real life. I don't know how Chris Paul is going to feel this offseason, whether he just wants to stay in Phoenix or if he really wants to ring chase and go to a team where he feels like he's guaranteed a ring. Because if we're completely honest with ourselves, I feel like the Suns were, kind of in the right place at the right time this season. Obviously, major props to them for making the NBA Finals, but there was a lot of injuries. Like, let's be honest. There was a lot of injuries. So I'm not really sure how Chris Paul feels about that situation. We'll see. And of course, Kyle Kuzma is still in the Lakers, which you're probably wondering, like, why is Kyle Kuzma still here? But we'll see if we want to trade him. Obviously, usually the problems I run to when I rebuild the Lakers is they don't have a lot of bench pieces. So, and then when we trade for this third star, we don't have a lot of salary to do anything to fill out the rest of the roster. So, AD is gonna have to play center. That's how I usually do things. So we're gonna sign a power forward. So Nicholas Batum is the power forward I'm gonna sign here with my mid level because I don't really have another choice. So if I have bird rights on anyone else, yeah, Alex Caruso is gonna have to obviously come back just because we don't have options anywhere else. So we'll have that, and then Taylor Horton-Tucker should maybe come back as qualifying offer, so that'll be helpful as well. And then Nicholas Batum, obviously, like I said, will play the power forward. And then we have Ariza we could sign. There's Dwayne Dedmon, who is usually a pretty good steal in the first offseason just because he doesn't go down overall too much. I'll sign Reggie Bullock as well. Other than that, I don't think we really have any other options. We're just going to have to kind of wait on Taylor Horton-Tucker to come back. Hopefully he decides to come back, and he does. So boom, Taylor Horton-Tucker. So basically we'll have a big three of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Chris Paul. You have Kyle Kuzma, Taylor Horton-Tucker, Nicholas Batum, Dwayne Dedmon, Reggie Bullock, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Alex Caruso. So obviously I do want to make some changes here. We're going to make Dwayne Dedmon a power forward. And then we're going to have AD play center. He does go down overall quite a bit, but it's fine. So we'll have AD, Chris Paul, Alex Caruso, Reggie Bullock, KCP, LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, Taylor Horton-Tucker. We might actually be able to trade Kyle Kuzma, believe it or not, which is something I wouldn't mind doing. So I think that's probably, the writing's on the wall for that. I think Kyle Kuzma definitely, there's a big opportunity he gets traded this offseason. I don't know where, but it's just probably in the cards. So ideally, I'd like to get a six-man here, ideally, but I just don't know what's going to pop up. So Draymond Green popping up is interesting, but so let me see if I can maybe, I know the Thunder sounded interested in Kyle Kuzma at one point, or then there's the Kings who have Buddy Hield, which Buddy Hield could be fun, but we can't make that work, can we? We literally have like no money to make this work. Alex Caruso, unless we throw out, we could throw Reggie Bullock. Yeah, we're still off. Okay, maybe we have to wait until like next season to maybe pull this off. I'll probably sign some players, that way we can maybe make this trade happen, because Buddy Hield would be nice to have, to be honest. So we'll have a 2022 draft class loaded in training camps. Obviously, we have 3 untapped potentials though, so that's nice. We're gonna throw this one at not Kyle Kuzma, because we're trading him, and then Taylor Horton-Tucker. Throw this other one at Alex Caruso, and then we'll throw the last one at probably KCP, I guess. I don't know. All right, so let's go to advance the next season, and we're power ranking number 1. If we look at the rotation right now, it's Chris Paul, KCP, LeBron James, Nicholas Batum, AD, Dwayne Dedmon, Kyle Kuzma, Taylor Horton-Tucker, and Reggie Bullock. I mean, should I just keep the rotation the way it is? No, I think I really do need to trade Kyle Kuzma. Like I said, the writing's on the wall for this guy, so I think I do want to trade him if I have the opportunity here. I see DeAnthony Melton, but ideally, I would love to get my hands. Oh, Malik Beasley also sounds fun from Minnesota. If Minnesota really wanted a power forward, maybe next to Karl-Anthony Towns. Obviously, Kyle Kuzma is not that defensive one you want, but he would be an offense present, I guess. I'm doing this. I'm going to go ahead and send my 2026 pick for Malik Beasley, and we'll have Malik Beasley probably start. Yeah, Chris Paul, Malik Beasley, LeBron James, Nicholas Batum, AD, Dwayne Dedmon, Taylor Horton-Tucker, Reggie Bullock, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So honestly, I kind of like that addition of Malik Beasley. 4-star perimeter centric, and we can go up. I mean, we could probably just stay at perimeter and just see how it goes. So let's go ahead and submit this first season with the moves we just made, and let's see if we can make it back to the postseason, obviously. So Chris Paul is ring chasing here. You got Chris Paul and LeBron James, obviously good friends in real life, and then AD down low. So can we make it all the way to the playoffs and possibly win a championship this year? Let's find out. So at the end of the season, we finish up as the 3rd seed in the West. James Harden's your MVP. Cade Cunningham, rookie of the year on the Pistons. Kyle Lowry, 6th man on the Grizzlies. Okay. Highest defensive player. Anthony Edwards, most improved on the Timberwolves. So kind of got that full-time shooting guard spot with Malik Beasley gone, I guess. Steve Nash, coach of the year, and Cody Tully is your executive. Here's your all-NBA first team. Harden, Trae Young, LeBron, Giannis, Joel Embiid. All-NBA second team, Dame, Kyrie, KD, Butler, and Jokic. And here's your all-NBA third team. All-defensive first team. All-defensive second team, AD making it. At center is awesome. And then we are 46-36. Going up against the Phoenix Suns. Ironically enough, that's actually kind of interesting. So we have 28, 26, 18 from Chris Paul, 12 from Malik Beasley. So 18-7. 26 from Anthony Davis and 28 from LeBron James. I mean, we're playing the Phoenix Suns, for crying out loud. If we end up losing to Phoenix here, I mean, they have Derrick Rose as well. Okay, so Derrick Rose, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, DeAndre Ayton, Montrezl Harrell, Cody Zeller, Dario Saric. I mean, their bench is awesome, so that definitely helps them. Helps their case. But can we please not lose to them? Game 1, they're up 1-0. So it would be kind of weird if we lost to the Suns in round 1 after Chris Paul just left them, right? We do even it up though, 35-12-6. Game. Actually, this is exactly no, it's not. Never mind. I was about to say this is exactly how the seeding was, but it's definitely not. So 2-1, 3-1, and we beat them in 6, maybe. Yes. So we're on to the second round. So we do beat the Phoenix Suns. Thank the Lord, because I was about to say if we lose to Phoenix here, that'd be kind of awkward. But we are playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who beat the Memphis Grizzlies, thankfully, because the Grizzlies are OP along with the Pelicans, and the Blazers got past the first round. Damian Lillard, CJ, Norm Powell this year. Okay, they got Whiteside back. All right, nice. And Hamdi Diallo, so that's actually interesting. Okay, well, New Orleans and Blazers, then we got LA and Oklahoma City. So they have Scotty Barnes and Andre Drummond. So Drummond, Kemba Walker. Obviously, I did not resign Drummond. I don't expect the Lakers to sign Drummond for the amount of money he's getting in this game. Hopefully in 2K22, that's fixed and he's not asking for that much money, but who knows. Game 1, though, let's see what happens. Although, I would say that Drummond's ego in real life is pretty high, so I'm not sure because the man is making Kareem Abdul-Drummond shirts and making tweets like, tell your coach to play me more, or something like that. So game 2, we're up 2-0. Game 3, we're up 3-0, and we sweep them. So the Blazers are up 2-1 on the Pelicans, similar to current round, and the Blazers blow it, man. If I was a Blazers fan, what am I saying? I am a Blazers fan. If we were up 3-1 and then lost, I'd be pissed. I'd be absolutely livid. But Lonzo, Springer, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Bobby Portis, Jackson Hayes, Steven Adams. So, yeah, the Pelicans definitely have themselves a squad out here. So, we could definitely lose this. Game 1, they're up 1-0. No surprise, 41-17. Anthony Davis faces his former team. Game 2, they're up 2-0. Am I shocked? No, not at all. Not even in the slightest. The Pelicans are just stupid overpowered in this game. Pelicans go on to win the championship 4-2. Hopefully this gets fixed in 2K22, but you know, no expectations obviously, because the case of that happening is probably very slim. 2K just does not care about my NBA, unfortunately. But let's go to draft lottery. And unfortunately, we lost in the Western Conference Finals to the Pelicans, which is cool, I guess. But the Pelicans are not going to be that good. Like, they're good, but they're not going to be that good, right? So, do we just re-sign Frank Vogel, or we go for a different head coach? Billy Donovan's got better ratings, so maybe we go for Billy Donovan. Maybe we get Trent Peterson as well. We sign... never mind, we're not getting Billy Donovan. What if I sign Jacob Underwood, I guess? Sign him. An assistant coach will grab... We got Kenny Atkinson. We got Dion Blount, who has good ratings, so we'll sign him. And we probably lost our trainer. No, we still have a good one. Okay, let's go to the draft now. So on draft night, I don't think we have a draft pick, but let me check. Yeah, we don't. So we have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Chris Paul. So Chris Paul only signed a 2-year deal and probably will retire after that, if not come very close to it. So definitely got to make some moves. So David Nwaba, we got Alex Len popping up, Mason Plumlee, Brendan Forbes, DeMarcus Cousins. So Plumlee is going to go down overall quite a bit, I believe. So I don't really want to do that necessarily. Yeah, I'm not really liking... Okay, what if I just trade Nicholas Batum by himself outside of Alex Caruso? Because Alex Caruso should still be fine. Like, he should still be a good player. Vernon Carey Jr. popping up actually sounds kind of solid. And then the Suns are offering me Javon Carter, who's a nice backup shooting guard, I guess. So, yeah, sure, why not? We'll make another trade with Phoenix. So, boom, just like that. Alex Caruso, Chris Paul, and we have Tavius Caldwell-Pope, Reggie Bullock. So we have a lot of backup shooting guards right now. Taylor Horton-Tucker, Dwayne Dedmon. Yeah, we have a lot of, definitely a lot of decisions to make this offseason. Player options, KCP, probably going to have to accept it, to be honest, just because we don't really have a choice. Qualifying offers THT. Definitely wouldn't mind him coming back, obviously. And then free agency. What free agency we have? We only have THT. So when we do have a mid-level, which is nice because we're definitely going to need that. So Alex Caruso, Tavius Caldwell-Pope, and Javon Carter, and obviously we don't have a power forward right now. So we're gonna have to trade KCP and Javon Carter probably. So let's go ahead, or trade Alex Caruso. It doesn't really matter either way. So let's go ahead. We can get Enes Kanter and Pat Connaughton for a 2025 first. Okay, definitely gonna keep that in mind. TJ McConnell. We get Doug McDermott and Chris Dunn. I actually kind of like that idea just because. And then there's Eric Gordon, and then Jakob Poeltl and Lucas Semanik. So definitely some solid options. I think I'm gonna do this one because we need bench so badly. So we're gonna go ahead and make that trade. We're gonna get Jakob Poeltl, the backup of Anthony Davis, and then Lucas Semanik right now as our starting power forward. Obviously not really what I want to do there, but it is what it is. I mean, if we have to move AD back to power forward, we can, but we'll see. So other than that, I think we sign like Ty Jerome out here if we can. We'll give him an offer. We're gonna get Ty Jerome, so that's nice. He's gonna be a nice backup point guard for us. We'll sign Ty Jerome. And then we'll still wait on THT, obviously. We definitely want him back, so we don't really have a choice. So, yeah, I think that's literally our only other person we're going to grab this offseason, THT. So, THT, if you want to come back, that'd be great. If not, do I go ahead? So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so THT would basically complete the 9-man rotation. So, let's go ahead and just sign him up. And, yeah, he comes back. So, player progression, Chris Paul is going down, obviously. AD's up 1. Malik Beasley, Taylor Horton-Tucker. So, I mean, the bench isn't terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, it could be better. Definitely could be better, but it is what it is right now. So, Trade Finder, that's the one thing I hate about doing Lakers rebuilds is you just don't have a lot of wiggle room when you rebuild this team. So, Doug McDermott at the first and a first-round pick at the power forward spot. There's Monty Morris, Cameron Johnson, and Nicholas Batum. I think we're just going to go ahead and roll with what we got, man. So, Lucas Semanik might be our starting power forward right now, which is, I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see. So, I'm going to actually, this is going to be our last season since Chris Paul is only on a 1-year deal. So, we're going to go ahead and throw untapped potential at Chris Paul, because why not? And we'll throw the other one at Lucas Semanik, obviously going to be a huge starter, and then we'll throw the other one at Taylor Horton-Tucker. And then power ranking lands us at number 2. Obviously, still have a very good team. So, Chris Paul, Javon Carter is actually starting. Okay. LeBron James, Lucas Semanik. I think it's probably because of the system fit. For grit and grind, we're not going to run a grit and grind system. We're probably going to run 7 seconds just because that's usually the best thing to do. So let's move him to 7 seconds real quick. And then let's see if that fixes the rotation. Yeah, so it did. So Chris Paul, Malik Beasley, LeBron James, Lucas Semanik right now at the power forward spot. AD, Jakob Poeltl, Taylor Horton-Tucker, Ty Jerome, and Javon Carter. So definitely an interesting rotation proficiency-wise, 4-star. I mean, at this point, all we can do is simulate season number 2 and hope for the best. So hopefully by the end of it, we're back in the postseason maybe make it back to the West Conference Finals, but this time we get past the Pelicans. Hopefully that's the way it goes. We'll see. This time, as the second seed in the West, Trae Young's year MVP, Hunter Salas Rookie of the Year, Killian Hayes sixth man, Giannis Defensive Player, and then we also have Moses Moody Most Improved, and Mark, I don't know how to say his last name, but his Coach of the Year. So All NBA first team, you still got LeBron James, AD making it, so W there. All NBA second team, Kyrie, no Chris Paul. Does he make an all defensive team though? Yes, he does. All defense first team. So very nice, even at the age of 38, still going out there and locking up people. Cool player stats. 28 from Anthony Davis, 26 from LeBron James, 17 for Chris Paul, 13 from Malik Beasley, and 8, and 7. So going up against Sacramento in the first round, who have a pretty good squad. Miles Bridges, Orlando Robinson, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaden Hardy, Buddy Hield. So, you know, would not be shocked if we lost this. So many current round, and we beat them in 5. So thank the Lord. We got Pelicans in Oklahoma City on the other side of the bracket, and we get to play Denver, who have Jamal, Griffin, Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, Jokic, Robert Williams, Bol, Cam Thomas, and Monte Morris. Game 1, they're up 1-0. Okay. 35 from Jamal Murray. Game 2, we even it up though. Game 3, they're 2-1. We go up in game 5, yes, and we beat them in 6. No, going to game 7. So game 7, it looks like the Thunder also beat the Pelicans, so that's kind of cool. Can we take care of business and win game 7 here and go to the West Conference Finals? It's a very close game. I'm gonna slow it down because I'm a little nervous. 120, yeah, we beat them. So 110 and 126, 29 and 16 from Anthony Davis, and now we get to play the Oklahoma City Thunder rather than the Pelicans. So that's cool. Thunder do have a good team themselves. So game 1, they're up 1-0. Okay. Game 2, they're up 2-0. So let's go ahead and make our adjustment here now. Run an 8-man rotation, and let's see if that fixes anything. We do win game 3. We win game 4. They're win game 5 though. Okay. And can we win game 6 and force a game 7? Bring this back to Oklahoma City. Come on, come on. I'm trying to get Chris Paul a ring today, and it looks like, yes, we're going to force a game 7. 38 points from Chris Paul in that game. I think I read that correctly. But game 7 in Oklahoma City. Can we go to the NBA Finals? It's going to be close. 99 and 101. Very close game. Oh, my goodness. This is actually as close as it can get. 103 to 101. 103, 104. 106, 104, 109, 104. I'm not going to jump in if I don't have to, just because I feel like I choke every time I do. 113. It's very... Oh, my goodness. We beat them by 2 points, and we're in the NBA Finals to play the Orlando Magic. So we got Cole Anthony, Levine, Kuminga, Isaac, Chet Holmgren, Wendell Carter. So this is actually a really good Magic team as well. Game 1, they're up 1-0. Game 2, we even it up. Okay, game 3, 2-1 for them. 3-1, and we lost, didn't we? Nope. Okay, we're not done yet. 3-2. Come on. Let's go. Force the game 7 again. Bring this back to LA, and that's all we need to do. That's all we need to do, ladies and gentlemen. We are winning all quarters, and we are going to force the game 7. 38, 12, and 13 from LeBron James. Chris Paul with 28 himself. Game 7. This is for all the marbles. This is for all the rings. This is to get Chris Paul his first championship. Come on, baby. We got this. It looks like we are going to do just that. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We get Chris Paul his first ring. Let's go. Lakers go on to win the championship. Anthony Davis is your Finals MVP. LeBron James, AD, and Chris Paul win a championship. Chris Paul is absolutely ecstatic right now. Gets his ring before he retires. So I assume after that, at the age of 38, maybe we'd call it up just because it's good to retire on a high note. So Chris Paul, champions, AD, LeBron James. Let's go, man. That's how you end off a rebuild. It has been very tough for me lately. It's been hard to win a championship lately. But thankfully, we were able to win one today. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about Chris Paul's potential offseason. Do you think he stays in Phoenix? Does he go elsewhere? I can see it going either way, to be honest. I mean, I could definitely see a scenario where he just is so desperate to win a ring. Maybe he goes to a team that he feels like he's guaranteed to win one. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.